Hello everyone, welcome to astrochattalk.com. I am Acharya More, Vedic astrologer and progeny astrologer at astrochattalk.com. Today we are going to discuss about the fifth house in Vedic astrology. So what is fifth house? Fifth house represents your creative self-expression, it's your mind, it's your intelligence, it represents your early education, it represents speculation, gambling, stock market, and most importantly, your love life also. Your fun activities, your hobbies represented by the fifth house. So fifth house is one of the most auspicious house in Vedic astrology because from the ninth house, it is the ninth house. So it is like a bhavat bhavam and it is like a super deluxe strong triangle in Vedic astrology. So fifth house is you can say the fifth house has that potential to give you the success into the life, because if the fifth house is not that strong, then somewhere or the other you are going to get affected in your education or in your love and married life also. So this much has the importance of fifth house. So fifth house represents your spirituality also, it represents your religious activities also. So strong fifth house definitely gives you success in your career, in your professional life also. And when it comes to your married life, because from the seventh house, it is the 11th house, which is represents the love from your spouse. So if the fifth house is not that strong, and if the fifth lord is not favorably placed, then somewhere or the other your married life or any kind of relationship might suffer. So this much importance has the fifth house. So fifth house is one of the most powerful triangle in the Vedic astrology. So and fifth house also represents your past life incarnation also. So whatever things you did into the past, it also represented by the fifth house also. So if there is a strong fifth house, or fifth lord is in the placed in the seventh house, or fifth lord is placed in the ninth house, then definitely the person is a very blissful and a very fortunate person. You can say he will definitely live a long life and a very fortunate and lucky life. But fifth lord is in the sixth house, or fifth lord is in the 12th house, then definitely somewhere or the other the native might have to suffer in their education, or definitely not get the desired output. Even after working so hard also, the native might not able to get the desired success which he want. So fifth house is very crucial when it comes to your all life activities, whether or not you will live happily and die happily or not. So fifth house has that potential to show you your true creative self expression, what you want, what you like, what is your creative output, definitely. And for a woman, definitely for the progeny matters are also from seen from the fifth house. So a very favorable and very fortunate and favorable aspects onto the fifth house are definitely give you a very blissful and happy children. Health of the children are also determined from the fifth house. So when it comes to progeny and children related matters, especially for women, the fifth house matter the most. So fifth house you can't take lightly. It is the one of the most strongest triangle into the Vedic astrology. So who is the karaka of the fifth house? So Jupiter is the main karaka of the fifth house, because Jupiter is the most fortunate, luckiest planet in Vedic astrology, and it represents the fifth house related to things. So when it comes to your education, when it comes to your early life, when it comes to your relationship with your colleagues, and when it comes to your married life also. So Jupiter is the karaka of the fifth house. So you can't hide this house, and you can't take this house very lightly. So strong fifth house and fifth lord in the ninth house, or fifth lord in the 10th house, definitely a person is very fortunate in this life. So this much amount of effort the fifth house does into the life. So you can't expect anything bad or good depending on other planetary combinations or placements, except with your strong fifth house. So if the strong fifth house is there, then definitely negative effects of another planets are also get destructed and destroyed by the strong fifth house. So Jupiter is the karaka of the fifth house. It represents your intelligence, represents your education, it represents gambling, stock market, fun related activities. So this much amount of things are there in the fifth house of the horoscope, and it is one of the most powerful house. and if there is a connection between the fourth lord and the fifth lord, it's like a Lakshmi and Vishnu connection. It's one of the most powerful Raja Yoga in the Vedic astrology. When the fourth lord is connected to the fifth house, or fifth lord is in the fourth house, or fourth lord is in the fifth house. So this much amount of effort, amount of potential has the fifth house. And most important thing, according to ancient Vedic astrology, when there is a bhavat bhavam principle is there. So because fifth lord is the ninth from the ninth house, so even though ninth house represents your luck, and your principles and your spirituality, but fifth house, from the ninth house, it is the ninth house. So fifth house represents your true creative intelligence and your past life incarnations, which you did into the past lives. So even though you have the strong ninth house, so, but not strong fifth house, so somewhere or the other you have to suffer a lot. But if you have a strong fifth house, so definitely all the things will go in proper place and proper way in your life. So this is my interpretation about the fifth house. So if you are also facing any kind of issues and worry or trouble in your any kind of situation in your life, like education, career, or married life, then download the astrochattalk.com app, and definitely there are the many astrologers available over there. Counsel with them, get the proper consultation, get the accurate solutions to your problems, and move in your life with extremely positivity and full of confidence, because you are born once only and you are going to die once only, but you should deserve to be happy. You should deserve to live a happy life. Definitely it is the main purpose of life. So thank you and wish you good luck. Thanks a lot.